Granulator 3 is an insanely powerful synth. So all these sounds that you're about to hear were actually made with the same sample. So this is a kick make with Granulator. And then also the other sounds here, snare, hi-hats, and bass sound. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look, a little bit of like a deep dive. So what I can do is I can find the kick sample. So I already know what it's called. It's one from that external synth I'm using called Zero Coast Kick 3. All right, so we can play around with it. Already sounds quite interesting, but obviously that's not the sound we want. So this is the kick. That sounds quite cool in itself. Right, because you can see like it's just looping one portion. It's just basically looping the click. We can go. That's nice. So that's already a bass sound. Let's tune it, right? Because we need a tuner. That's actually not far off, but I'm hitting C and that's telling me that that's D sharp. So we need to sort it out. So let's go here. And here you can see that we've got the transposition. We can fine tune it. Of course, let's make that C. Right, and let's play on with the fun tune. There you go. Awesome, right? So we got that. But also, I don't know if you noticed, but the LFO within Granulator 3 can be turned into FM. So we can go over here, it says 1-1, and then this can control the transposition. So that potentially is going to give us FM as well. So let's have a look. Look, so if we go to transpose, here you can see that the LFO is going to control the transposition, and that basically turns it into an FM sound. Obviously at the moment, the frequency, that's the filter frequency, but we got the ratio here, that's 1. And we can play around with it, make it higher. That's nice. We don't want it to be like that because that sounds a bit boring. We can try with different waveforms as well. We got a little bit lower. Oh, let's just roll with that. I'm just gonna basically do the note. Yeah, that sounds cool. Let's make it a little bit longer, so it's like a 2 bars sustain note, just to get a little bit of like a bit of wobble, really. So the way to do this as well is we can go to the LFO amount, which is in FM, and we can say, okay, that's going to be controlled by the envelope 2. So this envelope 2 could control this and make the FM coming more gradual, so we can get this sort of growling sort of texture. There you go. We can increase the ratio. Nice. We can also add a little bit of spread. That's gonna be working a little bit like a unison. Yeah, we do like that. And if we go over to the waveform view, we can play around with the grain size, see what that sounds like if we shorten the grain size. The thing is that it might mess up the tuning, but it can be interesting. Or even scan it. Like we can like add a little bit of scan. Yeah, maybe less. So it gives a little bit of flavor. That's quite cool. Potentially we can play on with the grain size. So obviously that's not good. Let's go back. Yeah, I think we're going to stay with that for a minute. All right, so we got that bass sound. Again, maybe the ratio could be a little bit there. The problem is that we don't have another LFO, but as we know, we can have max for life LFOs if you want it. But for now, that I'm happy with that. What we can also do is we can duplicate the channel. Let's aim to create a kick on this one. So I'm just gonna do something quickly. I'm going to just add the kick notes. So it still sounds like a bass. Obviously that's not what we want, but as you know, this is super powerful. We can make it go here. Let's kill the FM. That doesn't sound like a kick yet, but I quite like that sound. It's quite interesting sound. Let's go into classic. I think classic we do for now. Let's maybe make it scan through the entire kick. What happens if we shorten the grain size? It makes it a little bit metallic. Let's maybe go a little bit higher. Yeah, that's all right. We can go lower potentially. I mean, let's play around with a transposition here. We also have got an envelope, and potentially the envelope could control the pitch of the sound. So that could give us like an interesting kind of like bite at the start of it. Yeah, I don't mind that. Wonder if we can try a different mode instead of the classic. Let's maybe go into cloud. Maybe that's a little bit more precise. Oh, I don't mind that. Let's scan it. Distance as well, so it doesn't do this weird thing. Let's just make sure that only plays from there to there. That sounds good. Let's play around with the spread. Yeah. We can play around with the density. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I love that. It's got some interesting kind of sound towards the end of the kick, right? Let's make it a little bit shorter. But that's really nice. Let's maybe shorten the distance. That sounds so chunky, right? Really nice. We can of course spread the sound if we want it. Not that you would do it for a kick, but you can potentially if you wanted to do it. Oh, that sounds so new here. Nice. A little bit is nice actually. I don't know. I quite like it. Yeah, that's the kind of gist of it. I like it. Let's see if we can create like a snare and we can create some kind of hi-hat just to get in the channel because we already got the idea going, isn't it? So let's go to 1.2, 1.4 because yeah, I'm just doing a little bit of drum and bass. Obviously at the moment it sounds like a kick. So what we can do is we can shorten the grain size. So it sounds like really complex. Let's increase the density. Maybe let's not force. I don't want it to scan. That sounds quite interesting too. Let's go over to the envelope as well. Let's not make it have that sort of pitch bend. It sounds a bit natural. That almost sounds a bit like a. It kind of sounds a bit like a snare, doesn't it? Let's open the scan a little bit. Whoa, that's really loud. Let's just bring it down a little bit. That's interesting. We can of course play around with the transposition. See, that's actually quite a futuristic sound in a sense, right? I quite like that. I don't know about you, but let's just play around with the envelope for a second. Shorten maybe the release. Oh, I like that a lot. I do like it. It's a very interesting sort of sound, right? Let's play the kick. Let's play those two together. Yeah, I don't mind that. Let's shorten that. I kind of want a little bit of noise, so potentially we can use the LFO here. Turn it into sample and hold, which is just a noise. And maybe let's just modify the transposition to give it some noise texture. Or we can even apply it to the volume, so it's kind of crazy, but you can do amplitude modulation as well. But let's just play with the transposition. Let's see what that sounds like. Does it make any difference? It does a little bit. Let's increase the ratio. Let's open it up. Let's do it to the volume as well, see what it sounds like. That sounds cool. So that's starting to sound more like a snare of sorts. And let's not forget that we can play with the grain size, see what sort of sounds we get. Position as well could give us a different flavor. Ooh, that's nice. I really like that. It's a bit loud, so let's bring it down. Yeah, for now, you know, we can always, you know, you can keep perfection in it as you see fit. Yeah. Not bad. Let's just get some hi-hats just for a laugh anyway. But you can, hopefully you can see the capabilities of Granulator is absolutely insane, right? Like the sounds that you can come up with it. It's just, yeah. It's an awesome sound design tool. Granular synthesis is really powerful, but just the immediacy of this device is actually, it really helps. Already that sounds like a hi-hat of sorts. Let's play on with the position a little bit. That's an interesting sound as well, eh? Let's transpose it even higher. And of course we can transpose these notes even more. That sounds hi-hatty. Let's make this a little bit shorter. Yeah. I'm gonna feel like I want to transpose these notes a little bit with the snare. Yeah, that's cool. I'm not sure about the bass sound. It's not bad. It's not bad. We could do better. But for now, it's a good starting point. But you get the idea. You get the idea of literally how powerful really Granulator 3 is as a sound design tool. Again, just reminding you all that it was just a kick sound that I was using, but you saw the variations of sounds I was creating. And yes, I understand that, you know, I haven't added any effects, I haven't added compression, I haven't added EQ, but it still comes to show, like, once you can really push these tools and create this really vast amount of sounds with it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and let us know what you think in the comments. That'll be amazing. And yeah, let's catch up soon.